If you want to improve the performance of your email marketing campaigns, and I know a lot of businesses are really focused on email at the moment with the current sort of challenges facing the world, and email marketing always has been and probably always will be one of the most effective channels out for great digital marketing. Basically make sure that your emails are structured in a way that's more likely to get to the recipient's inbox and then actually be opened and viewed. So one of the biggest mistakes I see businesses make is use image-only email templates. So instead of having actual text written into the email, they'll have all of the text sort of included on an image that's then uploaded into the MailChimp or ActiveCampaign template or Campaign Monitor or whatever platform you use. Now there's a couple of issues here. One is that image-based or very image-heavy emails are more likely, at least in my experience, to go to a spam folder or a junk folder. And that's because it's much easier for people with nefarious sort of activities or purposes in mind to hide bad things, spam things inside an image, because what you can do, of course, is kind of trick the computer who's not so good at interpreting what's on an image into thinking that it's one thing when it's actually something else. So there's that to bear in mind. But the other point as well is that a lot of inboxes now will not show images by default unless you enable them. So you've got to basically say, I trust images from the sender, and you've probably seen and done this yourself. Now, if your image is your email, I should say, is fully image-based, and then you go and you send out that campaign, what happens if a whole lot of the recipients don't have that email visibility option enabled? So they get your email, they open it because the subject line looks good, and then they have to actually enable your images, and basically without doing that they're not going to get any context on what that email is about. It's probably not going to give the best experience, it's probably not going to give the best performance. So make sure wherever possible your emails are more heavily text based with very clear, concise paragraphs that make it easy to scan and eyeball and make it easy for the recipient to say, hey, this is what I'm interested in, and then it's going to increase the chance that they actually come along and enable those images if they don't have that set up by default. So just a quick tip there. I know a lot of businesses are focused very heavily on email marketing at the moment for very good reasons, but make sure your emails are structured in such a way that they're more likely to get delivered to the inbox, not the spam folder, and then when someone does open them, that they can immediately see what that email is about, not just from the subject line, but in the body copy, and then use email images sort of sparingly to add flourish. Or if you're going to use them heavily, make sure you do a lot of testing and have a template that's really well set up for it. But otherwise, text heavy emails are probably the way to go. I hope you find this helpful. If you need any help with your digital marketing, email me on info@samfrost.co.nz. You can message me on LinkedIn. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.